All right, so market just opened up. Let's test this theory out. We opened up right there. If we close below 50% of this hourly, then it should go to zero off just the fibs. So I'm just going to let price kind of do its thing a little bit. You can see the hours pushing up a little bit. And we're going to try to fade this market. So let it go to zero. How high it chooses to go, we don't know. But we're going to test it out to get to zero down here. So we're going to just start with one. We're going to have a really big stop loss because we do have a fair value gap up here. Oops. All right, we see it come down. We're going to try to just take TP to zero of that hourly. So we're going to take a look at the hourly time frame. And we have the fib there to take us to zero. And once price just starts moving a little bit more with momentum, we're going to try to add to it. So maybe there's going to be a sweep, or maybe we're just going to just displace below here. We're going to add another fib. Close below 50% of here, maybe the trigger. So close below 50% of the 1 minute to try to respect the close below the 50% on the hourly. Again, we did close or open below 50% of this wick. Right below it. So I do like how it looks. We're just waiting for a little bit more of a trigger, maybe a sweep or something. I don't know if ES has an SMT or not. We're going to try to see if there's going to be a sweep here, or just a reversal right there. There's a fair value gap above, so 1 micro. We're going to try to fade the market. I'm going to add to the position as soon as we get some type of confirmation. I don't know if I was sharing the screen. Okay, so we have a 50% of this hourly. We closed below it right here, and we opened below 50% of this wick. So in theory, I like to see price go to zero to complete this whole range of this candle. So I want to see a rejection, maybe close below 50%, or some type of sweep and then a rejection, whatever the case may be. If it starts having any type of negative momentum, I'm going to go take it to 71 to the bottom of this dealing range of this candle. We're going to give it a really big stop loss for now because it's 1 micro. But ideally, a close below 50% of that 1 minute wick, this 1 minute candle, I could add some positions to it. Right now it's only, what, 30 points? And once it moves in our favor, we'll just, I think it's a little more clear on the NQ charts right here. You see how we have a fib on this hour to right here. We close below 50% of it, right? So ideally, we want to see down there. And if we put it like here, this is consequent encroachment, so we have an open down here. That's another confluence to come down. So I'm getting ready to sell it to 71. What I like about this as well is that we have a lot of liquidity right here as well. So maybe we can just get that quick flush down. So you can see the hourly, there's a wick on top now. So hopefully we get that momentum pushed down. Oops. So it is a 1.4 risk to reward, risking 167 to get 250. below the pink line makes it a daily red candle. May just add, if we can get a little push. Add. Right there. Would not want to see it come back up. Let's get it below opening price. Come on. I like it. Did we sweep here? So beware, we just swept liquidity right there. But again, we're going off the hourly time frame. So we want to get a displacement below here, right? A candle close below there. Healthy, healthy. We don't need to go. Okay. I kind of skewed this. Let's see it complete its market structure. Let's see it complete this fib, this dealing range. All right. It's flirting with the new week opening, or the daily opening, my bad, to determine if it's going to be a daily red candle or a green candle at this point of the day. You see it's red again. Right there. We should just see it flush now. I close below, looking good. All right, with 14 points, 20 total points from where my location, my entry, with the add-ons. Just 12 micros, risking 260 now. All right, so it's a better risk to reward as when I first started. And we're just still using the hourly time frame. Right. Price is a little slow right now just because it's beginning of the open, which is 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific. And that's when the market opens for futures. But I like the setup a lot. Making more of a 2 to 1 now. We want to see that expansion down. Double confluence, remember, it's 50% close below the bigger time frame, the hourly, and 50% of this consequent encroachment of this just the wick alone. At least you can see both of them gap below. The other one closed below, this one gap below. So there's the confluence. RSI has some room. Has some room. And we are displacing below the previous low. So higher high, lower low is a broadening formation, right? Broadening. All right, we have one up to the upside as well. Broadening. Up 175 so far. That was a 10-point move so far, depending on your sizing. That's a nice move. go ahead and save some lipstick on this chart. Fair value gap, another fair value gap up here. So showing us order flow is bearish on this time frame. Sees these green candles in 1 minute, but this is still below opening price, so still red hourly. Just because it was a little bit oversold, seeing a little reaction before continuing down. All right, pretty good balanced price range over here. We have fair value gaps, and we inverted it with a fair value gap. There, double fair value gap, balanced price range after a sweep up top. Another confluence. And we're just going to trust that the market's going to deliver us to where it wants to go before doing anything else.
All right, low day. Keep going. I really shouldn't be messing with this, but I am just going to move it down a little bit more. I'm going to have to really fast forward some of these parts. I mean, we are using the hourly time frame to give us an hourly target. So it's realistically still only 24 candles since open. Hopefully it delivers before the 30-minute candle, because usually they create wicks on both sides of a 30-minute candle. So that means it's going to have to pull back. But I would prefer it to just deliver now, so I don't have to worry about that later. Bearish fair value gap was respected right there. We did make lower lows. That is a liquidity sweep. One thing we have to get through if we're going to keep using fibs is that we have consequent encroachment of this wick. So a candle close below 50% of this will deliver us here, unless there's some type of SMT or news or something. But if we can get it closed below here, then most certainly we'll get to complete the, not retracement, but the delivery. So we got this right there. So let's just mark out this level and then close that.
Oh, target hit. All right, there we go. Just like that, we have the completion of this market structure. So hope that helps.